Welcome to the Gorman-Rupp Guide to Heavy-Duty Pumps in the Construction Industry. Gorman-Rupp manufactures over 1,500 different types of heavy-duty pumps for use in construction. This guide will help you choose the correct type of pump and show you some of the features you need for your particular application. Please select the pump in which you are interested. Gorman-Rupp produces two main types of centrifugal pumps, standard centrifugal and the self-priming centrifugal. Both have been used extensively on construction and mining sites for many years and in thousands of different applications all around the world. To find out more about each type of pump, please make a selection now. The workhorse of the construction and mining site is definitely the self-priming centrifugal pump. The self-priming centrifugal pump is a general, all-around, all-purpose pump. For its weight, it will pump more liquid than any other pump. It also can handle up to 3-inch spherical solids depending on the pump size. Simple construction with few wearing parts makes it economical to operate and maintain. Self-priming is an especially important feature in the construction field. Pumps are often used to dewater areas where the seepage is slower than the minimum handling capacity of the standard centrifugal pump. Under these conditions, a standard centrifugal pump will operate only until the entrance of the suction pipe is uncovered. The pump then gets airbound and is unable to reprime itself, even after sufficient water re-enters the suction pipe opening. On the other hand, self-priming centrifugal pumps contain a water reservoir built into the casing. They have the ability to prime themselves time after time without add-on devices such as Venturis or vacuum pumps. It's only necessary to fill this reservoir once before the pump is started for the first time. Gorman-Rupp manufactures self-priming centrifugal pumps for handling trash-laden water, dirty water, or clean water. They can be skid-mounted or wheel-mounted. Gorman-Rupp also has a complete line of handy-weight and utility pumps for smaller pumping jobs. Thousands of these pumps are at work handling the toughest jobs in the worst conditions. Advantages of self-priming centrifugal pumps: lightweight for large capacity for small investment, a wide variety of models to select from clean water handling to trash handling, high suction lifts up to 25 feet, relatively high discharge heads, can handle large amounts of trash and similar material depending on the model. Simplicity of design, few parts, therefore not expensive or difficult to operate or repair. Suitable for limited well point service. Gorman-Rupp handy-weight and utility pumps are light in weight, but with heavy-duty performance. They are available in trash handling, dirty water, and high-pressure models, in sizes from 1 to 4 inches, with capacities up to 640 gallons per minute. These versatile lightweight pumps are designed for easy portability. The 2-inch pump weighs only 63 pounds. The convenient roll cage makes handling easy and protects both the pump and the engine. It includes rubber feet to minimize vibration. Handy weights are equipped with economical, dependable, maintenance-free, self-lubricating seals, and the rugged die-cast aluminum pump housing is epoxy-coated for abrasion and corrosion resistance. It can take lots of abuse on the job. Handy weights are equipped with dependable air-cooled gasoline engines with dual-element air cleaners. Handy weight pumps are available in horsepower sizes from 3.5 to 5 and are available with the optional oil guard protection. The Gorman-Rupp lightweight utility pumps are heavyweights when it comes to quality construction. They feature a rugged cast iron impeller and replaceable steel wear plate. Both the cast aluminum and cast iron pump housings are extra thick for long, trouble-free service. Long life, double grease lubricated seals or economical mechanical seals are available depending on pump applications. The built-in check valve assures fast, positive self-priming. The Contractor Pump Bureau rating on Gorman-Rupp utility pumps assure constant performance. So when you want a lightweight utility pump with heavyweight performance, choose a Gorman-Rupp utility or Handyweight pump. For pumping clean water and dirty water with limited solids, Gorman-Rupp manufactures two types of pumps, the O Series and the 80 Series. Since both types are self-priming, they can be set high and dry above the level of the water. Gorman-Rupp's heavy-duty, high-volume, M-rated self-priming centrifugal pumps are designed for dirty water and limited solids handling applications. Because they are self-priming, they stand high and dry above the water level and keep the job site water-free around the clock. These rugged, dependable pumps feature a straight-in suction design for quick, positive self-priming that allows the pumps to operate more efficiently at higher suction lifts than most other pumps. These multi-vane impeller pumps will deliver more water at higher heads. This series is available with your choice of air or water-cooled, gasoline or diesel engines. The simple design employs few moving parts, so continuous, trouble-free operation is assured. There are 40 models to choose from, in pipe sizes from 3/4 inch through 12 inch, with capacities to 6,500 gallons per minute and heads over 300 feet. The O-Series pumps have a straight-in suction design with no check valve, which eliminates entrance restrictions and provides better suction performance when handling higher suction lifts. The O and 80 Series pumps can be used as transfer pumps, clean water supply pumps, on spray applications, and many other construction site uses. They provide reliable performance with few moving parts and offer savings in maintenance and efficiency. These pumps can be close coupled to engines or electric motors. They can also be pedestal mounted for V-belt or flexible coupled to suitable power source. Power takeoff models are also available with helical gear increasers for heads up to 400 feet. When stones, sticks, rags, and construction debris clog other pumps, Gorman-Rupp trash pumps take over. These extra heavy-duty self-priming centrifugal trash pumps have the muscle and the stamina to handle the really tough pumping jobs. Depending on the pump model, they will pass up to 3-inch spherical solids through the entire pump, not just the impeller. This means fewer clogs and better productivity on tough jobs. Gorman-Rupp engine-driven trash pumps are available mounted on a skid base or rubber tires. They're equipped with your choice of air-cooled or water-cooled, gasoline or diesel engines. Electric starting on larger engines is standard, as are discharge elbows, suction strainer, and lifting device. Basic trash pumps are available for connection to the customer's own motor or engine. They can be V-belt driven or flexible coupled for direct drive. Depending on application requirements, aluminum or rugged cast iron pump construction is available. Optional wheel kits for site mobility or Department of Transportation approved highway trailers are available. Gorman-Rupp trash pumps feature our exclusive removable cover plate design, which provides quick and easy access to the impeller, seal, and wear plate for inspection or service without removing any hoses or piping. Gorman-Rupp's rugged 2-vane open-type ductile iron impeller is specifically designed to handle solids and debris. These pumps feature replaceable wear plates that allow for peak operating efficiency and low-cost replacement. There are no expensive castings to replace after pumping sand, stones, and mud that wear out other pumps. The wear plate fastens to the cover plate, which can be easily and quickly removed for inspection or service. Gorman-Rupp pumps are fitted with trouble-free, grease-lubricated seals with a spring-loaded grease cup. They're designed to take the wear and tear of pumping solids and other abrasives. Seal life and dependable performance are extended because the seal is lubricated by grease and not by the sandy, muddy water being pumped. Gorman-Rupp offers a complete range of high-volume, high-pressure standard centrifugal pumps for general-purpose construction applications. You'll find them operating day after day, week after week, in many continuous running applications. Grease-lubricated, oil-lubricated, or self-lubricated mechanical seals are available. Pump sizes range from 1 1/4 inch to 12 inch, with capacities to 6,800 gallons per minute and heads to 450 feet. Pumps are available as basic units for connection to your power source or mounted with electric motors as well as gasoline or diesel engine driven. Diaphragm pumps are positive displacement self-priming type pumps manufactured in 2-inch, 3-inch, and 4-inch sizes and are capable of continuous dry running or handling large volumes of air with the water. The main operating part of the diaphragm pump is its flexible circular disc or diaphragm. The edge of the diaphragm is bolted to the rim of the water chamber, but the center is flexible. A rod fastened to the disc center moves it up and down. As it is lifted, it creates a vacuum which draws liquid into the pump. As it is forced down, it forms a pressure which simultaneously closes the suction valve and opens the discharge valve. This cycle of operation is completed 50 to 70 times a minute on the average. The pump is normally operated by an air-cooled gasoline engine. Diaphragm pumps are best suited for dewatering jobs where the liquid carries a high percentage of trash, mud, or sand, or where there is a variable seepage of water, such as in trench work. Seepage in small excavations and trenches requires constant attention. A 2-inch, 3-inch, or 4-inch diaphragm pump will operate economically for many hours to keep the water level at a minimum. Since a diaphragm pump has a large air handling capacity, it can be used for small well point systems. For cleaning cesspools and septic tanks, diaphragm pumps can easily remove the sludge content. These self-priming pumps are lightweight, portable, and can handle suction lifts to 25 feet. They will automatically reprime and can run dry without damage. If a diaphragm ever needs replacing, the diaphragm pot can be accessed quickly by removing just 4 bolts. Gorman-Rupp diaphragm pumps are available with gasoline or diesel engines, electric motor driven, or as basic units for connection to your power source. The diaphragm drive rod with spring cushion downstroke means less wear and tear to the gear train and diaphragm. Gorman-Rupp manufactures diaphragm pumps in sizes from 2-inch to 4-inch, with capacities up to 150 gallons per minute. Neoprene gasketed check valves provide tight seating. Helical ground gears and anti-friction bearings operate in oil. It contains a suction accumulator for smooth pumping flow. They can pass solids of 2 1/4 inch, which means they will not clog up easily and will run unattended for long periods. If your application needs a diaphragm pump, then one of the many Gorman-Rupp diaphragm pumps will be the best solution. Advantages of the diaphragm pump. Will handle slow seepage or full capacity with each stroke. Where there is a small inflow, it will keep excavations drier than most other types. Will pump thick mud and large amounts of solids without damage to the pump. Diaphragms and valves are easily replaced. A submersible pump is a centrifugal pump close coupled to a waterproof electric motor. Portable electric submersible pumps are usually a bottom suction, single-stage centrifugal pump directly mounted on the shaft of a submersible motor. Portable submersible pumps are designed to operate partly or completely submerged in the liquid being pumped. Different pump materials and impeller designs are available for a variety of pumping requirements. Most models can be staged for higher heads. In the construction industry, portable electric submersible pumps are widely used for dewatering foundations, sumps, cofferdams, caissons, tunnels, mines, dewatering of building sites, and hard-to-reach applications. Gorman-Rupp Slimline submersible pumps are designed for drilled wells, narrow cofferdams, and other hard-to-reach applications. Wide-base submersible pumps are designed for high capacity and to prevent sinking into the mud or pumping themselves into a hole. Gorman-Rupp manufactures a large variety of submersible pumps that include slimlines, wide-base, trash handling, and vortex pumps. Gorman-Rupp submersibles incorporate over 55 years of design experience. They are specifically engineered for efficient, economical dewatering. These pumps feature a complete range from 1.5-inch to 12-inch discharge and 1/3 to 275 horsepower to meet all of your submersible pump needs. They operate quietly and unattended below the water surface, which makes them less prone to attack by weather and vandals. There are over 50 models of submersibles to choose from, including high-volume, high-head, wide-base models for open pits and quarries, slimline models for drilled wells and narrow openings, and trash handling models for debris-laden water. They operate totally submerged or running dry, and they work equally well from the tropic to the frozen slopes of Alaska. A control panel with an on-off switch and overload protection is standard on most Gorman-Rupp submersibles. The wide-base series, with the ability to pump against heads up to 600 feet at capacities up to 7,400 gallons per minute, have greater lateral stability and much more capacity. If the excavation being drained is very narrow, even as narrow as 8 inches, Gorman-Rupp has the slimline submersibles available with all the same features. Slimline pumps can reach 1,450 gallons per minute or heads up to 360 feet, while passing solids up to 3/8 of an inch. For applications with solids up to 3 inches, the trash handling J series is available in 3-inch to 12-inch models with performance up to 8,800 gallons per minute or heads of 260 feet. The fully shrouded impeller back reduces seal pressure and helps prevent foreign material from entering the seal cavity. The rotor shaft and all internal nuts and bolts coming in contact with the liquid are made of stainless steel to resist corrosion and pitting. The primary seal keeps dirty water in the pump and prevents contamination of the seal cavity. A second fail-safe seal provides extra protection against the possibility of water getting into the motor cavity. The easy-to-service design permits removal of the impeller and suction head without complete pump disassembly. For extremely corrosive or abrasive applications, stainless steel-fitted pumps are available. Impeller, diffuser, suction head, and wear plate are of corrosion-resistant, hardened CD4 MCU for longer life. Whatever the problem, if the answer is a submersible, Gorman-Rupp has the best selection of tried and tested submersible pumps available today. Submersible pump advantages: high discharge heads, handles large volumes, immediate pumping, can run dry, they're good for mopping up, does not require constant attention, no suction hose, no danger of being flooded out or frozen. Control box can be mounted far from pump to avoid flooding.
Our distributors are authorized to put a new Gorman-Rupp engine-driven contractor's pump alongside any other make of pump of the same size, type, and horsepower, anytime, anywhere. The Gorman-Rupp pump will move more dirty water, more hours, using less fuel, and prime quicker. If within 30 days of purchase it isn't the best all-around pump, our distributor will accept the return of the Gorman-Rupp and offer a full refund.
Now, you can have unattended operation without the problems that go along with running a pump dry. Running a pump dry is not necessary, or is it efficient? Why pay the price for running dry? Hours on an engine are like miles on your truck. Why run the engine when it is not necessary? When unattended operation is important, Gorman-Rupp Auto Start pumps are the answer. Gorman-Rupp has solved the dry running problem by applying our 25 years of auto start technology to the world's best self-priming trash pump. Just set the automatic control and walk away. The Gorman-Rupp Auto Start will automatically start the engine when the liquid reaches the predetermined level and shut off the engine when the liquid has been pumped down to the level you have set.
Running dry most often occurs when the water level drops below the suction line and the pump continues to run. Gorman-Rupp pumps are designed to run for an extended period of time without damage, but depending on the time period, this can be very costly, not only in fuel being used, but wear and tear on the pump and engine. The more practical and efficient way to handle this problem is with a variety of automatic shut-off options that will shut the pump down when the liquid level drops to a certain point and will restart the engine when the liquid level rises again. For more information on Gorman-Rupp's automatic systems, see your local authorized Gorman-Rupp distributor. When your pump operates, does it sound like a bunch of marbles rattling in a can? This may be cavitation, which can be the largest single problem when pumping liquids, and it could be caused by the discharge head being too high of a suction lift, too long of a suction hose, a clogged strainer, a collapsed suction hose lining, a plugged suction line, or a combination of all of these. For more information on cavitation, the causes, effects, and correction, ask for our service bulletin on cavitation. Frequent clogging may be caused by a buildup of debris in the suction check valve or in the eye of the impeller, a strainer that is too large or too small, or a strainer that is plugged with mud. Frequent clogging may also be caused by liquid with solids that are too large for the style of pump you are using. A noisy pump has either a mechanical or a hydraulic problem. By draining the pump and running it briefly, you can identify the problem area. If the noise is still there after draining and running, it is a mechanical problem. If the noise goes away after draining and running, it is a hydraulic problem. If it's a mechanical problem, look for debris in the impeller, a bad bearing, an impeller rubbing, coupling misalignment, or bad motor bearings. If it's a hydraulic problem, it may be caused by cavitation, surging or water hammer, or vortexing. If your pump is overheating, it is very likely that the flow of liquid into or out of the pump is being restricted. The discharge check valve may be stuck shut, or the suction strainer may be clogged. If the pump is overheated, let it cool. It is an unsafe practice to open any pump until it has had a chance to cool. If your pump isn't priming as quickly as it once did, or won't prime at all, you may want to check for a leaking seal, that all hardware at gaskets are tight, that the recirculating port is not clogged, that the impeller to wear plate ring clearance is within tolerance, and that the impeller speed is set at the proper RPM. Is there a noticeable difference in pump flow? Has the discharge flow visibly decreased? Is your pump taking longer than it used to do the same job? The slow up might be caused by a collapsed suction hose lining, a leaking gasket, a plugged suction line, a damaged or worn impeller, a damaged or worn wear plate, or higher total dynamic head. When troubleshooting centrifugal pumps, gauges provide a means to measure suction and discharge pressure. All centrifugal pump performance curves show performance in terms of total dynamic head versus flow at a given speed. By using gauges, we can determine what the actual total dynamic head is. If we also measure the speed, we can then find the flow the pump should be producing. For details on how to use gauges, what kind of gauges to use, and what these gauges will tell you, ask for our service bulletin on troubleshooting centrifugal pumps with gauges. Vortexing occurs when atmospheric pressure forces its way through water and into a suction line by a rapid rotation of the liquid. The performance curve is the manufacturer's chart showing head versus flow of their pump. Feet of water is a measurement of head. 1 psi equals 2.31 feet of water. Atmospheric pressure is the weight of the atmosphere, which is 14.7 psi at sea level. Friction loss is the head created by water moving through pipe and fittings, also known as dynamic head. Total dynamic head is the static head plus dynamic head. Dynamic means in motion and pumping. Static is at rest or elevation. MT rating is the minimum performance standard established by the CPB for trash handling pumps. M rating is the minimum performance standard established by the CPB for dirty water pumps. Gallons per minute is the amount of flow. Head is the resistance to flow. CPB are the initials for Contractors Pump Bureau.
March 1933. Two unemployed pump engineers shook hands on a street corner in Mansfield, Ohio. They pooled $1,500 and started the Gorman-Rupp Company. From this humble beginning, Gorman-Rupp has grown into the #1 construction pump manufacturer in the world, manufacturing over 1 million pumps. Contractors Equipment Magazine Awareness and Preference Survey rated Gorman-Rupp trash pumps the #1 preferred pump. We appreciate this confidence and are committed to furnishing the finest pumps for America's finest workers. Whether it's Alaska, Chicago, or Kuwait, the toughest workers deserve the best equipment they can get, and that's why they choose Gorman-Rupp. Let's look at some typical Gorman-Rupp heavy-duty pump applications. Please select an application that interests you.
Alaska's modern gold mines run around the clock, 365 days a year. At this placer mine near Denali, they can't afford to use anything but the best. With deadlines, crews, and bad weather to worry about, they don't want pumps that give them trouble. Gorman-Rupp submersibles were used for high head conditions, and centrifugals were used to dewater other areas of the mine. Staying on time means making money. You cannot do either when the water's rising. During a Washington State hydroelectric tunneling job, staying on schedule was critical. When more groundwater than anticipated was hit and the pumps being used couldn't keep up, the Gorman-Rupp distributor was able to supply two 4-inch, 60-horsepower submersibles for this high-wear application. They're tough pumps, but best of all, they kept the project on time. And in this business, time is money. Going through the Rockies is difficult enough, but when the construction crews pushed Interstate 70 through Glenwood Pass, they had to divert the Colorado River. For a job such as this, they needed the world's most dependable equipment. That's why they chose Gorman-Rupp pumps. Water can spell deep trouble at the landfill operated by Waste Reduction Systems of Houston, Texas. The landfill has a packed clay base to prevent leaching. When wet, the clay turns to mud that mires down trucks and other machines. It used to take a week to dewater the landfill with two 6-inch pumps. Now, one Gorman-Rupp 10-inch pump does the job in 10 hours. Gorman-Rupp is committed to keep your pumps running. For example, Risch Equipment Company, the Gorman-Rupp distributor in Frostburg, Maryland, recently replaced the impeller from model E14A. The pump was operating on a dewatering application in a quarry in Garrett County, Maryland. The pump was shipped June 27, 1936. There aren't many pump companies that have pumps working from 1936, let alone being able to furnish parts. Water can spell deep trouble at the landfill operated by
Gorman-Rupp's product support and training is second to none. To find out more, please make your selection. The Gorman-Rupp distributor network has been carefully built over the years as each new market developed. Gorman-Rupp distributors don't just stock the Gorman-Rupp line. They take a lot of pride in the products they sell and know it inside and out. This knowledge and pride is the result of intensive and comprehensive training. From the icy slopes of Alaska to the fiery deserts of the Middle East, Gorman-Rupp pumps are working day and night, backed by the best parts and service network in the industry. Experienced sales staff are available to assist you in the correct selection and application to solve your pumping problems, from over 2,000 different pump models manufactured by the Gorman-Rupp Company. Wherever your Gorman-Rupp pump is working, you will find hand-picked, factory-trained mechanics backed by expert factory personnel. We have the largest stock of repair parts in the pump industry. As an example, we still have the parts in stock for the oldest Gorman-Rupp pump still working, a 1936 self-priming centrifugal. The entire United States is covered by these Gorman-Rupp distributors, offering sales, rental, parts, and service second to none. A staff of trained mechanics are on hand to keep your pumps working at full capacity all the time. Factory training is available for distributors and their customers, for mechanics and sales staff at our training school or on your site. A company is only as good as the knowledge it communicates.
Our distributors are authorized to put a new Gorman-Rupp engine-driven contractor's pump alongside any other make of pump of the same size, type, and horsepower, anytime, anywhere. The Gorman-Rupp pump will move more dirty water, more hours, using less fuel, and prime quicker. If within 30 days of purchase it isn't the best all-around pump, our distributor will accept the return of the Gorman-Rupp and offer a full refund.
As one of the world's largest manufacturers of heavy-duty pumps, Gorman-Rupp has distributors backing its product in countries all around the world. Gorman-Rupp International markets Gorman-Rupp pumps overseas through an extensive network of stocking distributors. Pumps are shipped around the world for construction, mining, sewage, industrial, petroleum, agricultural, and many other applications. Whether it's South America, Europe, Africa, Asia, the South Pacific, or the Middle East, Gorman-Rupp's international network is in place, bringing pumping expertise to all corners of the globe. The Gorman-Rupp distributor network has been carefully built over the years as each new market developed. For maintenance people, there's a year-round program of hands-on seminars and demonstrations conducted in our Pump Education Center located in Mansfield, Ohio. This unique education center can simulate almost any pumping application or problem, as well as demonstrate product performance. A beautiful 48-seat theater houses the latest in audio-visual equipment for all types of training functions. The Sparks, Nevada Training Center has seating for 30, providing updated product information and in-depth training to Gorman-Rupp customers, distributors, and their sales representatives. Distributors and clients alike regularly attend training at Gorman-Rupp's sales and service training facilities to stay current on the latest technology. The Gorman-Rupp display van has pumps, cutaway models, and a fully operational pump to demonstrate performance and ease of maintenance. This mobile pump display van brought to the job site can help you select the right pump for your specific applications.
It is our practice to enter a field of pumping service only when able to provide a superior product with better performance.